How's it going, everybody? Chris Card's back through the mail Monday once again. Check out these envelopes for us to open today. 6 returns total. Look at that tiger stamp. That is a spring training return. We've got Santa stamp in there as well. That's got to be at least a year-long return. I think I sent the Santa stamp sometime late last year. Obviously, let's hold off on the spring training return. Let's get this one right here from California. This seems like another old return just because of the type of stamp I saw on it. There's only one card in here. I can feel it. So let's see who it is. And we have a Stars and Stripes card of Carson Bowen. And this is one of the parallels in that set, one of the foil cards. Very nice return from Carson Bowen. Team USA dude, as you see right there. TCU Horned Frog commit. Going to college there, that's right. Good luck to him in his future. He's a catcher. Decent catcher. A little bit of pitching as well, as it seems like all good athletes did some pitching in high school. So pretty sweet return from the Stars and Stripes card. I liked opening on those. I liked opening on those blaster boxes and basically just sending off to everybody because the cards aren't worth a whole lot, and who knows. So we got a few back from that as well. It's been a while since I got a Stars and Stripe card back, so very cool return for return number 1 on the day. Let's move on to our next return. Let's check out the Santa stamp, see who we have here from Tampa, Florida. Definitely more than one card in this envelope. Had to clean my screen a little bit. Seems like it's a little blurry. I can't tell. Might need better lighting. Index card unsigned. I see a 74 tops in there for the set. I see a 72 tops in there. We got Jose Cardenal. All right. Jose Cardenal, 18-year career, 9 different teams in those 18 years. He spent most of his time with the Cubs. Known for having that hat sit on top of that afro of his. What a beautiful head of hair. Boy, I wish I could grow hair like that. Signed very nicely there in blue. Nice signatures for him. I got a 78, 74, and a 72 top signed. This took a long time. I'm not sure how long, but I'm sure I'll put it on the screen for all you to figure out. 275 career hitter. Pretty good outfielder as well. Never made it to an all-star game. Never won a ring as a player, but he won 3 rings as a coach on the Yankees. He was the first base coach of the Yankees during their run, 96, 90, and 99. And pretty good baseball career for that young man. Jose Cardenal, first cousin of Bert Campaneris. Apparently it's a requirement in that family to have a cool name. 2 cool names there, 2 good ball players as well. And that's it, guys. Awesome return from Jose Cardenal. Let's move on to return number 3. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma for our 3rd return here with our BB-8 droid stamp there. Star Wars droids stamp. That was a cool, fun little release by the Postal Service. You know you've been doing this too long when you get excited about stamp releases, but I do. And we've got a few cards in here. Let's make sure I don't wreck them on the way out. We've got signed index card alert. Looks like Jerry Walker. Jerry Walker. Yeah, I think that's Jerry Walker. I sent to him not that long ago. Pretty quick return from him. Check out the 62 tops there. Signed both index cards. They are along to protect the cards as they kind of go through the rollers, the transition, so it's not such a harsh transition, and the cards don't get caught and ripped. But sometimes they get signed, which is A-okay with me. Don Leppert, Jerry Walker on those 2 on this card right here, the coach's card, which I really like. They're glossy. I like the Astros uniforms. They're really nice to get signed. I have 2 of them from 2 different years. Caught deal not around. Menke was alive when I bought those cards. I guess I should have sent to him a little sooner. But I can get a couple signatures on there, including Leopard. Had 2 of the 62 tops cards. One was kind of scuzzy, and one was nice, and I just sent both of them. And there is a beautiful Sporting News Rookie Stars of 59 card I sent. I love those cards. You guys know I love getting them signed. And all these cards look awesome. Great return from Jerry Walker. Now, he was a pitcher. 37-44 record. 4s ERA. 8 years in the bigs. 4 with the Orioles. 2 with the KC Athletics. And 2 with the Cleveland Indians. Pretty good little player, but he was a front office guy for a long time. In fact, in 1993, he was the general manager of the Detroit Tigers. So he's been another career-long baseball guy. So awesome return from Jerry Walker. Those coaches cards are really cool. I stumbled upon some of these cards when I'm researching these guys, and I'm like, I gotta check out that card. And I don't know who released them, but they're pretty sweet, and I'm gonna get them. Hopefully, get a few more of them signed. So we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned. Let's move on to our fourth return. Let's do our spring training return. Let's see who we got back. This is actually postmarked from Illinois. Suburban Illinois. Like the vehicle. It's that GMC Suburban, right? Feels like one card in here. 2 spring training returns last week. 1 this week. Pretty stoked about that. We've got Max Stassi. All right. Career backup catcher, but who cares? He signed my 2020 tops. And it looks great. Max Stassi drafted in the 4th round, 2009 draft by the A's. They sent him to the Astros. I'm assuming he got a ring in 2017. He played a handful of games that season. Not sure he got a ring or not. He should have gotten a ring. Played quite a bit here in 2021. 241 average, 13 home runs. Man, sign me up for a catcher that can do that. Man, I wish the Mets had a catcher that could do that. Not bad year for him. He actually won American League Player of the Week. I think he went 10 for 22 one week with like 3 or 4 home runs. So not too shabby of a year for Mr. Max Stassi. Those backup catchers, they can last forever in the bigs as long as they can call a good game and not be a total black hole at the plate. So good for him. Awesome he spent the time to sign my card and return it. Really cool return from Mr. Max Stassi. Let's move on to return number 5. All right, gang. Santa Clarita, California. Oh, my God. All right, let's try this again. Santa Clarita, California. I've already ripped it. So close to the end of filming this video without getting a phone call. I really need to stop filming with my phone. Let's tear into this guy. Still haven't looked into it. I'm going to be totally surprised. I have no idea who this is. Blank index card as you saw. And we've got 84 Topps Dodger. Bill Russell. Bill Russell, a forever Dodger. 18 years in the bigs. All of them with the Los Angeles Dodgers from 1969 to 1986. Look at those cards signed beautifully. Beautifully. Sorry about that. All from my set. 84 Topps, 74 Topps. And 87 Topps. He actually took over as manager for Tommy Lasorda, making him only the 4th manager for the Dodgers in 43 years. That's a lot. In fact, not 4th manager. I undersold that. 3rd manager. Only the 3rd manager in 43 years. That's unbelievable. World Series ring in 81 and as in 88 as well as a coach. Under Lasorda, he was sort of the heir apparent after Tommy Lasorda had a mild heart attack in 1996. He was named interim manager, but then the Dodger brass decided to make that a permanent move. As of June 25th of 96, he was the Dodger skipper until they cleaned house and got rid of Todd Zeile and Mike Piazza and all that stuff and decided to go in a new direction. I guess they were trying to get cheap because they were selling the Dodgers to the News Corp. So I guess that was during all that stuff going on. But he was a lifelong Dodger, 30 years plus with the Dodger organization before that happened. So pretty cool to get these back. This was JD Legends, $15 per, $45. I knocked out 3 cards in my set. Nice signature. Okay signature. Let's move on to our final return of the day. All right, gang. Final return, Amarillo, Texas. Let's do this. My camera's all screwed up. My mouse pad's off-centered. We're going to power through this after that interruption. We're going to pretend it never happened. And we're going to get to our final return. Vintage. Frank Saucier. That's right. The man who, Eddie Gaedel, the smallest player to ever play in Major League Baseball history. The shortest player. Eddie Gaedel pinch hit for Frank Saucier way back in 1951. One of Bill Veeck's stunts, of course. Eddie Gaedel was a little person, and he got walked on 4 pitches. He did not swing the bat because if he did, Bill Veeck told him they had snipers in the crowd that was going to shoot him dead. That's right. Bill Veeck was quite the carny. Frank Saucier, nice signature here. A little shaky. Really nice signature before it got really shaky. A little shakier because of his advanced age, but really cool return from this vintage. This is not a real 51 Bowman card. He did not have a trading card. This is a custom-made trading card that someone must have sent him and he made copies of. And as you see on the back, it says World War II up there and Korean down below. He spent 2 years in the Navy during Korea and, of course, 3 years in World War II. So he had his playing days derailed, basically, from or because of his service to our country. Always a little awesome when they send something extra along in the envelope, especially when it's a photo and you don't have a photo or a card of them. That's even better. So really happy to get this return back. And that's it, gang. Through the Mail Monday, number 146 in the books. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I do this every single Monday for the last 146 straight Mondays. Would love to have you along for the ride. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of this week's haul. And of course, hit that like button. That'd be awesome. And that's it, gang. Went a little long this week, 6 returns. I guess that would do it. And just too many fun stories about all these players, and just had to share a few of them anyway. Eddie Gaedel, that's a very interesting story. Bill Veeck, of course. I think I mentioned him a few weeks ago in regards to some of the stunts he would pull for publicity. In fact, let's finish this video with a little clip of Frank Saucier talking about the Eddie Gaedel situation. See ya.
And if anyone knows the Eddie Gaedel game, it's Frank Saucier. The Washington, Missouri native is the last player alive from that game and was the man Gaedel replaced as a pinch hitter.
I started to lead off, and the umpire called time and said there was going to be a pinch hitter. And out of the dugout, Eddie Gaedel came trotting with a little bat about that long over his shoulder.
Gaedel stood in against the Tigers and after a brief protest saw 4 straight pitches miss his minuscule strike zone. And he turned into quite the showman on his way down the line after his walk.
After ball 4 was called, Eddie started to trot down to first base. And halfway down to first base, Eddie stopped and took his hat off and bowed to the crowd on the first base side, bowed to the crowd over on the third base side. I said, "You kind of hammed it up going down to first base." He said, "Man, I felt like Babe Ruth."
They said, "Eddie, why not one swing, one swing?" Well, first of all, his bat was tiny. He could probably not hit the ball. But he said, "Mr. Veeck told me if I take a swing, there's a sniper up on the roof that'll shoot me dead."
Gaedel was immediately replaced for a pinch runner, ran off the field, and into baseball history. And so did his iconic 1-ace jersey that he borrowed from the Browns' Bat Boy. But it wasn't any Bat Boy.
And the bat boy was the general manager's son, Billy DeWitt Jr.
Yep, that Bill DeWitt Jr., the current owner of the Cardinals. The rest of Gaedel's story was not a happy one. A combative personality sometimes